All right, all right. Your girl is back with another petty pop up. Real heavy on the petty. I'm just here to state my petty opinion. Everything said in this video is alleged and, in my opinion, and used for educational and entertainment purposes. All right, y'all. These YouTube streets still hot. The block is hot. The block is hot, y'all. Okay, so this is the recap for Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode number 28. Houston, here comes the problem. Okay, so we open up with this double date scene where Stormy and Courtney go on a double date with Marceau and Tisha. Um, they get on a double date. Um, Stormy and Courtney were left waiting. I think they say 90 minutes, like an hour and a half. Marceau and Tisha were late. So when they got there, Marceau starts his spiel talking about he told Courtney, you didn't have a problem with your wife calling me a bitch, but you got a problem with, me calling you Mr. Steele. For me, it's tit for tat. Both of them was that both of things were disrespectful. But anyway, Marceau started trying to take Stormy's words and gaslight her with them when he was saying, your culture, because she said in her culture that it was normal for people to get called names or whatever. And he was starting off with his your culture, in your culture, in your culture. And Stormy wasn't here for it. So she walks out and takes a phone call. She just walked out from him, okay? And it wasn't going how Marceau wanted it to go because he's accustomed to grandstanding with his BS, gaslighting the hell out of people with their own words. That's what he used to doing. So when Stormy walked out, it kind of threw him for a loop. He thought he was going to get to stand there and talk his shit. But anyway, so ultimately he says, well, if we can't, stop the, name call and all the snapping off, then maybe we should just be done, as friends. We shouldn't really just like hang out. And so Stormy says, it's not about the name calling for her. She just good on the energy. And she's like, really, I was done on the energy, last time her and Tisha met up. And then she's like, yeah, I was like an hour and a half late, okay. So if they was an hour and a half late, why was y'all still there when they came? Because I wouldn't have been there. And if you was good on Tisha energy the last time y'all met, why the double date? Why would you want to go on a double date with people that clearly y'all don't get along, or y'all don't, have anything in common, or you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be on a double date with these people? Like, do that make any sense? So Tisha says, well, I'm glad you voiced it, she was like, why the double date? We could have just stayed at home, which is the absolute truth. I couldn't understand that unless it's like a filming thing. You wanted to come and film a scene because y'all get paid by the scene. Is that what it is? Maybe that's it. So Tisha says until the next time, and Stormy said there won't be a next time. And then Stormy and Courtney, they out, they leave, and that's when Marcel comes up with this new rule. Um, we not going on no more double dates with people that we don't know. Well, why y'all don't know them? Like, y'all been, how long they been on this show? Y'all hang around a lot. Like, I seen that video that came out when y'all was all hanging out dancing and whatnot. That's why I said you can't believe what you see on this show, because you don't know how much of it is true, because these people, certain people on this cast, are clearly trying to present their own narrative, right? So it makes it very hard to believe what you're presented with, because these are some very low vibrational people, right? So Stormy and Courtney, they storm out or whatever, like, we done, we gonna go. What y'all think about Courtney? I put this little picture, this little inset picture. Stormy with this zebra print. Girl, y'all supposed to be millionaires. Girl, didn't nobody tell you that you look like a real live zebra? Like she looked like a real live zebra. I hate the hair. I hate the earrings. I hate the outfit. Baby, somebody should have told you that wasn't your look. It wasn't your look. And Courtney sitting there looking like a gorilla. Now, low key, I like Courtney. Courtney just seemed like he just along for the ride. Courtney don't give a damn about nothing. These people in here arguing back and forth, talking all this crap. Courtney talking about y'all, but y'all don't want to finish the game. So Courtney don't give a damn. He just along for the ride. But anyway, I like them together even, but I just don't, maybe she just, I don't know. I can't figure out. And then why does she think that she told Courtney around like he her bodyguard, like he's supposed to, like she can just stick him on people and stuff. Like, girl, people are so weird, in their actions with people. They just weird. But anyway, a lot of these people, they just disingenuine, they don't teacher don't know if she want to present herself as as the happy housewife. You present yourself as the happy housewife, but your husband done left you on y'all anniversary to go hang out with a bunch of guys in a brothel, and you think it's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Then, on the other hand, you want to present yourself as the businesswoman that don't know absolutely nothing about how to do business. Like, you don't think nothing was a bad look for you. You don't think that you're supposed to be responsible for anything. You think that you can always place the blame on other people. Then, on the other hand, you got Stormy, who is a better businesswoman, but she's not perfect. Because she getting sued every time you look around. And then I think Marcel think that every woman's supposed to let him gaslight and manipulate them like Tisha do. So when he come in contact with a woman who say, we're not doing that, he don't even know how to respond. So anyway, y'all, that's all I got out that scene. I just can't understand, like, these people are very low vibrational people, and I don't know how much of this is real and even believable. You know what I mean? Because clearly they have an alliance. They have shown us that they have an alliance. So I don't know if this is something they didn't rehearse or something they came up with. Well, we can make it seem like, back and we can go back and forth about this, because the same stuff is rehashed over and over and over again, y'all. So anyway, that's all I got out of this scene. Okay, so the next scene, Lord have mercy. We got Kimmy and Maurice. Kimmy tells Maurice they have a visitor coming. Okay. The visitor is a sex therapist. Now, you know that was coming. She got to talk about that old dry sandbox she got, right? Okay. There's more conversation about their sex life. Said, you mean to tell me? Maurice said that as far as the body is concerned, all of this stuff is mental. Telling her basically it's all in your head is not. How you know? How you know what's going on with that woman? How can you make that assessment like you a doctor or something to tell her it's all in her head? Boy, get the hell out of here. Like, just these people, like, and you call yourself a lawyer, and you supposed to have forethought and be intelligent, and you gonna say some shit like that? Come on. And then Kimmy tried to present herself like she is the standard and the model that everybody should live by. But you got to beg your husband to hang a picture on the wall. You had to get a support dog when you was going through. You ain't got no men in your house. You don't know nothing about having no man. But you want to give everybody advice, though. Girl, shut up. Anyway, I just thought that was very insensitive. That was crazy. It just lets us further know why they continue to have problems in the bedroom, because y'all not evenly yoked. Y'all, I don't understand. I just don't understand. So you mean to tell me you had to get a therapist to come and tell you not? Just look at this position that Kim is sitting in on top of her man. Every woman is sat on top of her man like that. You mean to tell me you had to get a therapist to come to your house and teach you how to connect with your man? How y'all made it down the aisle? How y'all got married? How did this happen? Because you don't need no sex therapist to tell you how to connect with your. This is just beyond my experience. I can understand, like, when you're having problems, sometimes you may have a therapist as a mediator. But I mean, it just beguiles me, like, so you spend all your time with this person, you laying next to this person, but you can't talk to them. Like, you having relations with this person, you having all these intimate time with this person, but y'all can't communicate. Like, I don't get that. I guess that it does happen, because there's plenty of therapists in the world, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to recognize a need for that when you're spending all your time with this person, but you can't have you know a stimulating conversation with this person. Like that's weird. That's just weird. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to hear nothing else about that sandbox Kimmy guy because if she got to be a pretty sorry nurse. Let me tell you something. I have been in the medical field for years and years. When I go to the hospital, I don't even have to check in like normal patients. I can just go back to the back where the doctor's at. Okay, you get all kind of random information, from the doctors, like what kind of relationship do you have with the people that you work with? Because like I see them anywhere I see them. I could just ask them anything, or we talk about all kind of stuff. Like, I just don't understand what kind of nurse doesn't have those resources. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway. And so look, she went back to her woman of the night dress, her and Maurice and their confessional look. I put their confessional look in here. And she just looks like a straight hooker. But what's hooker don't know how to get next to the man? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you want to be a sex goddess or whatever you're trying to present yourself as, because she dressed like she's 25. Somebody better tell her she more like 55. But she looked like a hooker to me. I'm sorry. I just don't. She's just inappropriate. Like, girl, read the room. Like, she can't read the room. A lot of those stuff she be saying, that's how I know that they done sat around and thought about it and tried to come up with a moment or come up with a scene. Like that scene she had with Mel in the last episode where she had the stereotypes completely backwards. All these people backwards, y'all. They just backwards and low vibrational people. That's just what it is. All right. So anyway, next. Okay, the next scene is Chris and Nell Fletcher. They're at this cowboy themed like restaurant, and the whole group is meeting. Minus Kiki and her husband. They was conspicuously absent. Okay, and everybody's greeting each other, saying hello. And Marcel walks up and shakes Courtney hand, waves at Stormy. Tisha comes over and hugs Stormy. Hugs Courtney, says hello. Tries to hug Stormy, and Stormy was just like stiff. It's like she didn't have no expression or no nothing. Like, girl, like get off me. But I'm just like, like I said, I don't know how much of this stuff even to believe, right? So, Mel comes in. They show Mel in her confessional. Mel says she has reservations. Cause when Hotel walked in and you seen Mel face, baby, that was everything. I said, yes, indeed, that woman ain't got nothing for him. And all that lying he be doing, trying to pretend like, oh, me and Mel are cool. Me and Mel are cool. We talk everywhere else. We talk every. That woman can't stand him. It's clear. It's all over her face. Then when you think about the time frame when they were filming these scenes, that's when all their revenge people was coming out. That's when the audio was coming out of this girl on there with that blogger talking all this crap. That's when all this stuff was going on. Now what woman gonna be in the same room with that man? See, like the perfection y'all expect from people, it just don't exist. It's easy to sit back and look at something to say about what you would have done and how you would have handled the situation. But when you live in front of something, like you don't really know how you're gonna respond. You know what I mean? Like if you're a human being, anything is possible. You don't know how you're gonna respond. And with the things that this man has done to that woman, I don't know. She said herself she don't know how she ain't went to jail. I don't know either. Cause honey, this Hotel is one of the low. I mean, literally, he is one of the low downest men in the world. Like he to the world trying to present her as if she putting on and he ain't doing. He is doing all kind, and for he has done it consistently, trying to get the woman phone number, sending her flowers. But at the same time, you're taking the woman to court trying to get custody of the children. At the same time, you got your hoe out there saying all this random stuff. It's just like, baby, I don't know. She's really good. She's really, really good. And I'm grateful for her attitude and stuff, because had it been me, I probably would have went to jail, y'all. But anyway, so Nell announces that they're going to Houston, that everybody has to go. They're not taking no for an answer. I put a little inset picture of Nell and Chris in their confessional. They are cute. That's when Mel was saying that she has reservations about staying in the same house with Hotel. And anybody should understand that. And they should. They're acting like she's being unreasonable. Like, listen, when Chris and Nell was going through whatever they was going through, I'm pretty sure Nell didn't think it was funny. I'm pretty sure that they broke up for like 2 years. So I'm pretty sure it was serious. So this woman, what she going through, what she experiencing, is serious too. It's not no joke because y'all want to joke and laugh and play and get together and film scenes. This woman is real life. You know what I mean? So I really think that having gone through some of the same things yourself, you should have some empathy, for a person. But they just seem like they just want to. Queen Sheba said something. She said a word. She said that fame is a hell of a drug. Do y'all know there is some people that they really want to be? They live for this stuff. They really, obviously, they really want to be famous, y'all. I don't know why, but they really want to be famous. So anyway, y'all, Mel said just make sure there's a lock on her door. Okay. Um, Kimmy asked Stormy if she was okay. Now here go Miss. I can't get my husband to hang a picture on the wall, but I want to give people advice. So why did she insinuate herself into Miller? Because she tried to be um Tisha's mouthpiece. And I really think Tisha and Kimmy don't even like each other. They're not even the same kind of person. Like I can't see them even hanging out. They're not on the same level at all. But anyway, Kimmy asked Stormy, "Are y'all good?" and said she could tell something was off or whatever. She asked to speak to Stormy away from the group. I just can't understand why she decided to insinuate herself into that. I really think Kimmy be looking for moments or like camera time because she really don't care about what Stormy is saying because she team Scott and we all know that. She trying to prove herself that she's a Scott ever since she has said them little things, whatever she said about Tisha on the reunion stage. She been paying for that ever since. It seems like they that kind of family. So, like you a Scott or else, So she was talking about whatever went on between her and Tisha. And meanwhile, they was showing Stormy talking to Kimmy. They showed Tisha over talking to Mel and Nell. And meanwhile, while Stormy is over here telling Kimmy so what she found, what she didn't like or whatever, Tisha over there telling them, "Oh, everything's fine," lying through her teeth. But in her confessional, she was saying she don't understand why Stormy was talking about the website issue. Like she don't have no problem with the website issue. She don't have no problem with none of that happening. She just don't want her talking about it and telling people about it. Like, baby, if Marceau didn't pick the perfect pick me and pick Misha, oh yes, he got the perfect one. Because the accountability that she took with Nell and Mel, she did not take with Stormy. She said while she was talking to them that she should have been more hands-on and all of those things. And I really think that's all Stormy was looking for, if we can even believe any of these scenes, right? So she still tried to, she was still, when she was speaking to Stormy, she was still trying to say it wasn't her fault. And then she had the audacity to say that Stormy was being fake and tacky. What is Tisha if not fake and tacky? So, I guess it take one to know one, y'all. Like I said, I really don't know how much of what any of these people are saying is true because they're always trying to play in our face. The only one, like I said, I believe have integrity is Mel, and I like the Fletchers. I like people. What you see is what you get. So Kimmy says that Marceau is a gaslighter, that he's a smart ass, that he's condescending, and then she said that Stormy gaslights and that Stormy's condescending and passive aggressive. And I was just like, Kimmy, add yourself in there. Tisha, add yourself in there. Don't leave yourself out. Y'all are all very similar people. That's the problem. That's why y'all can't say y'all can dish it out, but y'all cannot take it. And when somebody give y'all a little bit of y'all own medicine, y'all can't handle it. It goes for all of y'all. Y'all always want to run around and run y'all mouth and put y'all mouth on everybody else, but you can't take no accountability for what you do. More so over there saying he don't want no beef with nobody. Talking about get over it. Okay. Kim is still running around trying to give unsolicited advice. So anyway, she had it, girl. Anyway, so they show the guys sitting at the table. The guys say they talking about Hotel saying he ain't got no woman. He ain't even got no woman. And Chris keep letting him have it. Because, you know, they're acting like this is a joke to them. Like I said, maybe they joking with Martell and maybe that's how guys, you know, act. But Mel is letting them know, look, this is not funny. This is not a joke. It's not fodder for everybody else to talk about. This is real life for them. You know what I'm saying? So I can't understand why it's so hard for them to understand that and take it seriously, having gone through some of the same things themselves. But I think Chris was a little drunk. But anyway, he told Martell. Martell was like, "So what? You know, big deal. Like, yeah, you over there supporting that BS or whatever." And Chris said, "Not only is she not your woman no more, she ain't got your name no more." You know, and Martell, much as he try to pretend that it don't bother him, I know that it does. You know, Hotel said, he ain't got no woman. I say, Bedbug, did you hear that? Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop the screen. Bedbug, did you hear that? You heard Hotel say he ain't got no woman? Okay, anyway. Um, she was at Hotel told Chris, yeah, y'all support that dumb shit. Anyway, they go flashback to Mel, telling Nell her concerns, that she want to keep her away from Martell, with a lock on her door, don't be pairing her up with him, and all that other crap. But that she really did come to hang out with the Fledgers and have fun. So crazy self Nell out there and say she gonna go ride the bull, child. They look like they're a lot of fun. But that Nell is crazy with a little bitty loud self. So why Nell riding a bull? Marcel gonna say, Nell riding that bull. Talking about Fletcher got a wild one. I get it. It's like, it's creepy how they be talking about other people's wives. Like, they don't know that's inappropriate. Like, dude, if you had been in a different group of men, you probably would have got punched in the face. Like, I understand, like, people have things that they're thinking, like, mentally in their mind, but they don't say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's certain things you just don't do. Like, that's not cool. Like, even jokingly, you don't make them kind of comments about somebody's wife. But I thought it was funny. Neil went and tried to ride the bull. It was cute. Okay. So, thing we got y'all is Neil and Chris taking a tour of this house that they have rented in Houston. And they running around trying to decide who's gonna get what room, and it was really cute. The Fletchers was having fun. They got the master bedroom. Chris was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be that. This our trip. This gonna be. We gonna get the master suite." So anyway, Melody was the first one who showed up. She again reiterated to them that it's not a joke. Don't even put our names together. And she had to get Chris together. She had to reel him back again because he was trying to make little jokes and make little innuendos and stuff. And Mel picked up on it. She was like, look, this is not a joke. This is not funny. You know, this is serious, you know. And so she didn't ask them again to be respectful, okay? Which she should not have had to do, in my opinion. And Chris said, I'm cool, Miss Rogers. I was like, okay, now don't start no shit. So then the next person that showed up was Hotel. They showed Hotel in his confessional. He was saying, you know, I could see Melody anywhere. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I can talk to her. You know, it doesn't bother me at all. One way or another, it doesn't bother me. And then he goes to continue to speak to Mel, and Mel throwed her hand up. Oh, he was so happy. He said, oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Well, if it don't bother you, why can't you leave the woman alone? You see the woman don't want to talk to you. You know what you're doing on the flip side, but you think that she gonna play nice in front of the camera. I think that attitude comes from so many years of being married to Mel when she played nice. So many years of whatever she went through with him, and to the public, she built him up instead of tearing him down. She presented him as being one way when really knowing the whole while something else was going on. And this is what happens. This complacency is what happens when you do that. Like, he also can't take accountability for anything that he does. And he don't think that she should be telling people. He think that they supposed to keep it in the house. And no matter what I do, you're not supposed to say nothing about it. That's really, really, really what he thinks, y'all. I thought she had gave him the finger for a minute. And then he gonna say, well, it's not gonna hurt us not to speak. Well, leave her alone then. She clearly do not want to be bothered with you, y'all. Y'all can see it all over her in her scenes when he walk in. Look at that woman's face. So then Kimmy and Maurice show up. Marceau and Tisha show up, and they show everybody to their rooms. And He should said a little something about the bedroom. I was like, girl, y'all seen Tisha bedroom? This is an upgrade from what you got at home. So shut up. Anyway, Nell and Chris was cute. I like them. So Kimmy takes this opportunity to get Maurice together about what he was saying in that interview with Carlos. And she was saying that it was disrespectful and it did not protect her. I was like, girl, Maurice always disrespect you and he never protected you. And you was out caping and covering for him when all the women was trying to unite. These women, let me tell you, these are some low vibrational pick me women. The women was coming together and trying to, even though Kimmy is garbage, they were still trying to defend her and say, hey, that's not right. She shut them down. She got on the internet and caped and covered for him. But what happened was Mama didn't like that. Mama had something to say. Mama, sister, cousin, somebody must have gotten her ass because now all of a sudden she wants to correct him on it. Now all of a sudden she wants him to apologize. And we all revere our mothers, and I understand that, but it just goes to show you that you can't unite with every woman. You can't go up for every woman because she had a lot of people going up for her and she slapped them all in their face. Looks like to me what happened was her mother pulled her card and said, listen, her mother probably spoke to her about it. And so now all of a sudden she wants to make him accountable and make him apologize. And y'all heard Kimmy making that noise. She got this. I got an uncle that make a noise like that. She sound like an old damn buzzard. She was like, she always be doing that when she be laughing. She be saying she be low key. She said, I'm like, girl, why you keep making that noise? I got an uncle that do that when he be laughing. Y'all, he sound crazy. I'm like, why are you doing that? But anyway. So y'all, we get to the next Marcel and Tisha. Tisha with her delusional self. She decides to tell Marcel that she took a pregnancy test. Marcel is sitting there looking at Tisha like she is a complete idiot. And he was saying, like, well, if you got pregnant, the first thing I wouldn't think about a DNA test. I would want a blood test. And so Tisha says, well, if you and when the blood test come back, I will leave you. And so Marcel said, how you gonna leave somebody that already left you? And I was like, they just going back and forth, back and forth. That's why I don't believe nothing these people say. Tisha know dang on well she ain't never leaving Marcel. Marcel is her light. When she look at him, she lights up, baby. She love Marcel. Whatever he did to her when they first got together, honey, he did it right, honey, because she is not leaving Marcel. I don't know why she up here pretending. And Marcel can't leave Tisha if he wanted to. Tisha is the money. Tisha in their relationship, Tisha's the one with the loans. Tisha's the one with the credit. Okay. Marcel credit probably 300. So, Marcel know he ain't leaving Tisha, and Tisha know she ain't hardly finna leave Marcel. So anyway, y'all, that was pretty much it for this episode. I give it I guess a 6, cause maybe a 7, because it was kind of like developing. It's like they're laying the groundwork for what's coming. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It just a lot of it didn't really rub me right. They show a couple of previews of the next episode where they're like sitting around the table and Martel got the wedding band on. And somebody asked Mel, did she know he had the wedding band on? Mel said, I ain't look down there. And Martel said it's wishful thinking, that's all. Yeah. You heard that, baby? Did you hear that? Wishful thinking. He said it was wishful thinking, which means he wished he could get back with his wife. Okay. They showed the scene in the pool where Mel said she had 4 kids by a dude that ain't never made her orgasm. They show a scene where Fletcher say Martell brought some chick in the house. They show the scene where Marceau and Martell are talking, and Martell asks him, "Do he really think that there's a chance that she did something?" And that's when Marceau says, "99% of wives are unfaithful." Like, really, Marceau? Like, that's what you really think? So you really are crazy. Like, you really, really are like stupid. Like, you're not playing. That's really what you think, because everybody know that's not true. If anything, 99% of men are unfaithful. But I guess because I'm a woman, that's what I would say. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, that look like that's what's coming up in the next episode. So y'all, I know y'all been hearing about all this other stuff going on the YouTube with Kiki being revealed to be a snake, which, like I always said, she talks too much. You talk like that, you lying. You telling all that extra stuff, doing all that extra verbal Olympics, trying to, over answer questions and all. You doing all that, honey, you lying about something. Something ain't right. And then what is the deal with these mothers? Now, I ain't never seen Kiki mother, but it sounds like she want to be on the show because she is behind a lot of this stuff going around. And we already know how Wanda and Tisha, Wanda is Tisha just a little older. Tisha is Wanda all over again. So it looks like Kiki and her mama is the same way. And then we ain't gonna even talk about that other old thing who storming. I can't even stand to look at that woman's face. She's so ugly acting. But all these mothers are at the root of a lot of this stuff going on. I really think, now I'm just going ahead and reveal what I think. I think Stormy is behind a lot of this. I really think Stormy is the type of person that likes to throw the brick and hide her hand. I really think Stormy is behind a lot of this stuff that's going on. And like I said and have said, ever since I saw that picture of them when they was all dancing, looking like complete idiots because can't none of their ass dance, that they had to form some type of alliance and that they were going to try to promote whatever, narrative that they were trying to promote. I really, really, really do believe that. And that's why I don't take what I see on this show for face value, because I know that these people are liars and manipulators and scammers. So the only thing I look at, with a blind eye is Nell and Chris scenes and Mel scenes. And Mel is good. I see why she moved the way she moved. You can't trust none. I know that she knows this, right? I know she knows this, but you can't trust none of these people. And then I wouldn't even want to be in their company. The only thing, sometimes we don't have all the information. Like I was saying back a couple episodes back, after the barbecue when Mel was hanging around helping them clean up and shit. I wasn't helping them clean up. And she was just saying like random stuff. And I was like, why is she doing that? And then when she had Kiki to take the drug test, I was like, why is she doing that? Well, she has information, of course, that we don't have. And I never thought about them coming at her and saying, the drug test wasn't valid or something, they still saying drug tests or not. They still trying to say that the woman on drugs. They ain't seen her do no drugs. They can't prove she did no drugs, but they still saying it. You shouldn't be able to say it if you ain't got no proof. You ain't got no proof, Tisha. She don't believe nothing anybody says about Marceau. If she walk in the room and see him with his penis inside somebody, she'll still say, he ain't do it. You know what I mean? So her with the you ain't got no proof, but you started running your mouth and you ain't got no proof, right? So anyway, like I said, these people are manipulators and they're very similar with their low vibrational behavior. And so it's kind of like watching a train wreck, I guess. You don't really want to see it, but people, can't stop watching. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. I've been listening to a lot of this YouTube beef going around. I was over there on the Gossip Girl. I love the Gossip Girls. They had me laughing. And this woman came up and she was saying how we should still pray for the women that are left over at AL's channel and why they listen. If you want to be willfully ignorant, I don't have a problem with saying a prayer for somebody and wishing better for somebody, but I don't understand why we just can't get no unity. I mean, come on now. 90% of the content creators that are doing the recaps for this show are Black women. There should be some unity among Black women. There is zero unity among us, which is why this chipmunk looking infiltrator was able to come in, and come to find out this man been going all over the internet to all these different people's YouTube pages trying to get in good with this one. I think this was all a plan, y'all. This was all a plot. Now, it didn't turn out how they wanted, because the more they try to infiltrate Mel's camp, the more they're being revealed. Just like that woman said, when she said that this is the year for revelation, I think it's more revelations to come, y'all. So anyway, that's all I got from this episode. What do y'all think about this episode? Are y'all excited for the next one and what's going to be revealed in the next one? Or are y'all kind of like, I'm over this shit? Because I have those moments too where I'm like, look, I cannot with these people today. But anyway, y'all, get down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Thank y'all for watching. Until the next time, peace.